Well, Henry, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. I saw something that made me really, really jealous because you actually lived my dream. You went to, I'm not sure if I pronounced it right, but BIM University? Do you say it like that?
Yeah, in London.
Okay, and it's a music school.
A music college, yeah.
And for me, it feels like, I know we have a bit of an age gap, so I'm not sure if you know it, but do you know the movie Step Up?
No. I've never even heard of it.
My God, no? Okay, I'm really old then, I think.
I probably have like seen clips of it somewhere though.
Okay, it's with Channing Tatum and his ex-wife, Jenna, I think she's called.
Right.
And they are at a music school.
Cool.
And it's a dance school, but also like for singers and everything. And I was always, when I saw that movie, I was like, I need to go to that school. I need to do it. So I'm wondering, was it like that? Is it like dancers and everyone's singing in the hallway and there's music everywhere? Was it like that?
It wasn't as main character as that, okay. But it's still, there was like, when you walked in the hallways, like there was just such a creative energy in the room, like every room you went in, so it was really like inspiring. I felt like I wrote so many songs just like in my free time in that school. But I've heard there's another music school called like the Brit School, where it's like they do like music but also like dance and stuff, and apparently that is like you're walking in the hallways and there's like people
it's a bit
dancing.
Like Footloose and everything. Everyone is like partying all the time.
Full like American movie vibes.
Love it.
My lonely nights when I was a ghost inside, you were there for me. You were there for me.
Your music, when I listen to it, it's so interesting for me to listen to it because we have a 10-year age gap. You're 19 right now. You're turning 20. In April, right?
Yes.
But I feel that you're way more of an adult than I am. Because of the way you can express your feelings, like even are aware of your feelings, because I'm just trying to figure it out now at 30. So how do you even do that? Like, how do you get to those feelings?
I don't know. I feel like maybe part of it is like my mum is a therapist. So I guess I've always learned how to deal with like my emotions and stuff since I was a kid. Like, so it might just be that, I think.
In what way did she help you with that? Or
I don't know, just like small things around the house. Like if I was going through something, I knew I always had like someone to talk to, which I'm so lucky to have. So I've kind of always been quite open with my feelings. And I just channeled all my emotions into songwriting, but I'm still figuring everything out as well as I go. I feel like over the past year, my life has just changed so much, and there's a whole new like set of emotions that I'm trying to figure out. But overall, it's so exciting.
But how is it for you? Like, because I think it's also a big thing that's happening right now. Your whole life is kind of upside down. You're like touring, going everywhere. Like, how do you cope with this whole new thing, this whole new world?
Yeah, it's like, it's so fun. The highs are so high. And I keep on reminding myself, like, little Henry would just be so happy to be doing this. This was his dream. And I'm trying to embrace all of it, because I literally wrote a song about this that I'm going to put out later this year. But the concept of the song is kind of like, when we get older, when I'm in my like 80s or something, hopefully, and I look back, I'll call these days the good old days. So keep on trying to tell myself, like, chill out, stop deeping everything, and just embrace it as much as possible. But it is also quite overwhelming sometimes when like you see all you do in like your plans for the year, and it's like you realise, I'm not actually going to be home and seeing my friends and family, or like doing things outside of music for ages. It can be quite overwhelming just trying to process like the amount. But I just keep trying to tell myself, like, I am living the dream, and I'm just so grateful to be doing this.
It's a bit of both worlds. Like, you're working.
I feel like the highs are high and the lows are low. Yeah. That's kind of what I figured out with this job. Yeah. With like the adrenaline of like a show is like so intense. You come off it and you're just ecstatic, and then the next day, your brain almost comes down from it a little bit, and you're like a zombie, and then you do the show again. But it's like my absolute favourite thing is doing shows and like seeing people singing.
A lot of energy.
But it definitely takes a lot of energy, and I think my brain is like kind of getting used to that lifestyle of like constant like highs all the time.
What are the things that you miss when you're around touring? Like, are there specific things with friends or family that
Yeah, luckily, like with this tour, because we're doing bigger shows, we've got a bit of a higher like budget. I've got my friends on the road with me.
Oh,
like,
that's cool. That's nice.
Ariana on keys and guitar over there. Got Daisy.
Hi guys.
And like Ollie, my drummer, and just all the crew are just love them so much, and it's so nice to travel with them. So it doesn't feel as like lonely as last year when I was a support act. It was kind of like a much smaller team, and we were doing a lot of traveling, and now we can kind of budget for like more people on the road, which is nice.
Yeah. And
so
just adding to your team the people that you love. That's great.
But I do sometimes miss the wholesome, just like dog walks at home and like seeing my mum and stuff and my dad.
Yeah.
But
luckily we live in a time when there's FaceTime and everything.
Yeah,
you can
exactly.
Just see them whenever you want.
And I'm so lucky to be able to like embrace different cultures and see Utrecht and Amsterdam.
Oh, you liked it, Utrecht?
Yeah, so nice. Oh my god, it was the first show of the tour, and the energy was just crazy. So I'm so excited to like go back, and we're doing it again on Sunday. The Tivoli, I think, is the venue. Yeah. I love it so much. Such a pretty city.
That's good. That's great. Your songs, we're already talking about it. They're emotional. You're expressing your feelings. Is there some kind of message that you want to bring to someone when they're listening to your songs?
Yeah, I try like with each song kind of bring a message. Like one of my songs, Pick Up the Phone, I almost wanted that to be like a motivational kind of anthem that people can put on if they're feeling down and they just need a bit of motivation. But I just try my best to be as vulnerable as possible, because that's kind of music has helped me go through my hardest times, when an artist speaks exactly how I feel. So being able to do that for someone else is like, that's my mission as a songwriter, is to really try and make people feel like they're less alone.
You're our musician therapist, like helping us getting
Try my
through
best.
things. Yeah, no, I love
But
it.
happier music is coming as well, which is exciting.
That's
like,
nice,
all
yeah.
my music so far has been so depressing. So like,
No, it's not depressing at all. It's helpful.
Yeah, so luckily it's getting just a bit more positive.
Okay.
But there's also some really sad songs as well. So it's a mix of both. The highs are high, the lows are low.
Yeah.
I was who you drunk texted at midnight. Wish I was the reason you stay up till 3 and you can't fall asleep.
You released a single Dark Text 1 year ago, and it now has made more than 100 million streams. Well, congratulations on that.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
What was the drunk text that you sent or someone else that made you write this song?
So the song is actually about like one night nearly sending a drunk text, but then deleting the message.
What was it?
It was basically confessing my feelings for my friend who like I actually wanted to be more than friends with.
Okay.
And then the next day I just wrote a song about it, and kind of the irony of the song is like, the song is about not sending a drunk text but wishing
You did?
wait, I'm trying to figure it out now. It's so confusing. It's like wishing the drunk text that I sent was basically wishing they would send a drunk text.
Ah, okay, yeah.
And I'm just so grateful for the response. It's crazy what's happening to the song. It's like the power of social media is mental. It's just taken its own life.
You're a big TikTok star.
Yeah, although the song's been taken down on TikTok now.
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm interested to see if that impacts the streams. But
yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Would it be? Are you already feeling a bit of a difference with the?
Yeah, the song was kind of having a moment on TikTok, and the sound was blowing up in like Indonesia and sort of like Southeast Asia, and then now it's gone from TikTok. So the sound, I guess, is like stopped being used. But there's kind of other sounds that people can use, and reels. Obviously, I absolutely love reels on Instagram. But yeah, because I'm not signed to Universal, I'm signed to Sony, but I'm published by Universal. So at first it was like everyone who was signed got taken off TikTok, but now it's like everyone who's published, which is pretty much like, I think, don't quote me on this might be completely wrong, but I think out of the top 100 songs it's like 89 of them like there's someone published by Universal. So it's crazy how
is it going to be like that in the future as well with all your new songs, so you can't put them on TikTok? Or
scary, because TikTok is like the platform that I use to really promote my music. I have no idea when this deal is going to get negotiated, like, but hopefully by the time I release my next song, Beat Up Car, it will be like the deal will be negotiated. But who knows? Those Universal fuckers. I mean, it's for a good cause, but it's difficult to promote your music.
Yeah,
I'm kind of like I can see both sides to it. But especially for artists who have just been signed and their whole like life is on TikTok, their entire like they use TikTok to promote everything. It's quite difficult to figure out what to do next. But if the deal gets negotiated, then it will be better for artists because we get paid more.
Yeah.
So
you have to figure it out.
It's good and bad.
Yeah. It's a difficult thing. On March 29, you'll release your new single, Beat Up Car. The song I saw on TikTok, which I really liked, was saying, this is the way I want to feel if I'm in love, right? And then you play the song.
Thank you, by the way.
Can you explain to me, like, what is that feeling? What is that feeling of being in love for you?
I think I was like, the funny thing about this song is like I was like chronically single when I wrote it.
Really?
And I was just being delusional and like imagining what it would be like to be in love.
Yeah.
And I was like in New York and I went by myself, and there was a kind of main character energy that I always get when I go to New York. Something about that city, just it's got such a main character energy. And I was like watching a bunch of like main character movies, and it was oh my god, Perks of Being a Wallflower, I think is the movie. And there was that scene of Emma Watson who's like out the car with her out the sunroof with her hands up, and I pictured that scene when I wrote this song. I just wanted to write like the most anthemic kind of like main character song I could write. So I got in the studio and I was like, let's write a love song today, and I want it to feel like a healthy like I want it to be like what my first love is gonna feel like. I'm always like trying to manifest it through that song.
I love that. Has it happened? Did you manifest it? No.
I'm still like violently single. So
well, same. So I will listen to the song from March 29th, and you will keep playing it, and maybe we'll manifest it both then to
love that,
to get in love and
Let's
to
do that.
experience this. Thank you so much for your time and for being here.
Thank you for having me.
No problem.
I appreciate
Thanks.
it. Thank you so much.